Yin Yoga butterfly pose. It's a nice way to stretch the lower back, and it doesn't require particularly loose hamstrings for this. In this position, you're taking the hamstrings out of it. And keep the feet further away from the groin than you would in a Hatha Yoga pose. So if you bring the feet in closer to the groin, the adductor muscles get stretched more. You stretch off your adductors, you open up the hips. You can activate sciatic if you've got sciatic issues. Some people may wish to sit on a block if you've got sciatic issues. It's a very good stretch for the inner groin, as I said, the adductors, the inner groin muscles. And this can help if you stretch off in this pose. Hip flexibility, and quite clear, it stretches off the lower back. It's supposed to be good for the kidneys and your prostate function. Shouldn't be too applicable for Tanja. So that's the butterfly pose. And now we'll just show you how to get into the pose. So just sit up in a normal cross-legged position. Placing the hands on the knees. Lifting the chest, lifting the spine, and lengthen the crown and head up to the ceiling. From this pose, or something similar, you don't have to be in this pose, bring the soles of the feet together. Now from a Hatha Yoga, we'll actually show you what a Hatha Yoga is. More getting the heels to the groin. In Yin, we're trying to take tension away from muscles. And we're trying to just gently persuade the body to give in. We want to be feminine. We want to be in our Yin, not in our Yang. So we keep the heels away from the groin. Hands somewhere on the ankles. Still the spine at this stage is tall. Then on a breath out, we're going to fold forward from the hips, curving the spine. We do not want a flat back. And drape ourselves over and forward. The hands out to the side on the floor, just on the floor in front of you. Turn your palms down. Palms down version. There's that version, and slide the hands out as you go further down. Or you can have palms up and draping forward. Relaxing the head, the neck. And we want to curve, we want a rounding in the spine. And that's the butterfly without any props. Now we'll restack the spine, Tanya. We're now going to add some props. So one thing to consider, one, it makes it a bit easier, but also better if you suffer from sciatica, and that's just to put your bum on a block. Or really, it doesn't have to be a block, it could be a bolster, providing the pelvis is raised up. This puts less stress on the S1, L5 area of the spine. So that's one option, one prop you can use. You can use it in all combinations. Another one that I tend to have, because I've got tight hips, and that is, consider putting a couple of blocks, maybe yoga blocks, under the knees or under the thighs to help support the knees and the thigh. And the reason being, we don't want effort. Within Taoism, as you're probably aware, there's a concept called Wu Wei. And it's achieving without effort. It's invisible action. We achieve almost without effort. So we put the blocks underneath the knees, underneath the thighs. Now after a minute or so in this pose, you might have to remove the blocks or alter the blocks, maybe further out as the knees and the tissues give and the knees sink further down. So that's one option. Another option is maybe resting your head on a block in front of you, or maybe just your hands on your head. Again, we're after relaxing the back muscles off as much as we can. We want it to be a passive and gentle, feminine yin stretching of tissues. So then consider, it depends on your flexibility and your size, consider using a bolster, either across the thighs to help support the body. We're trying to take muscular effort out of it, or perhaps using it as a support for the head. I do think that's that version. Or for the version you just had to rest the torso. It depends on how flexible you are, how further forward you are. And that's butterfly pose.